Hey guys, it's yours Mike and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to go over my top 11 tips for Helldivers 2 to make your progress faster and easier throughout the game. Before we get too far into the video, if you guys could please subscribe to the channel and like the video, as it helps with the algorithm to get more people to find this and actually watch my videos. For the first tip, it says spend your medals you get from playing the game in the battle pass whenever you can. Even though the battle pass does not expire, it's still best to spend the medals when you can, because the more medals you spend, the more items you can unlock in the battle pass, such as super credits or boost. And super credits can be used to purchase the premium battle pass or other cosmetics in the game, and the boost can then be used in the gameplay. Which then leads me on to tip number 2. Prioritize the main battle pass over the premium at the beginning. The main battle pass will have more boosts that are applicable at early game compared to the premium battle pass. These boosts can then make your early gameplay easier, such as starting out with more ammo and stims or having more stamina with a higher recovery rate. With the premium battle pass, the only boost you get, it allows to, if you run out of respawns, to have your respawn timer come back quicker, which is nice to have, but that's more end game material. So beginning of the game, it's nice to have those other boosts first. So with prioritizing spending the medals, I would focus on boost, then the weapons, then the super credits and armor. The reason for this is most armor currently has the same effects, so you really only need to buy them if you either think they look cool or you just need to spend more medals to advance onto the additional pages. And also remember that the normal battle pass and premium battle pass don't advance each other. So this means if you spend battle or your medals in the premium battle pass, it won't actually unlock additional pages for the normal, and vice versa. If you spend it on the normal, it won't unlock the additional pages for the premium. My next tip is for your stratagems. For at the beginning of the game, I advise to buy the anti tank gun stratagem immediately when you have the credits. I believe it's around 3,000 credits to get. This stratagem is very useful at the majority of the beginning of the game, even the mid game, as it has a 70-second cooldown and it can take out a lot of the heavy guys. With having that quick cooldown with 2 rockets, if you have 2 or 3 people using this, whenever you are fighting a rusher dude, I forgot what they're actually called, you could take out their armor and or kill them very quickly. So this is very helpful, and if you're running in the robot worlds, you can take out the rocket towers that shoot you and just annihilate you like crazy. My next tip is if you prioritize the main battle pass, unlock the shotgun fairly early. That's because early game, the shotgun is amazing. Not having to worry about losing clips when you reload, because it's a slug reload, is very nice, and it does a lot of damage. So if you combo the shotgun with the rocket launcher, you can take down a lot of the big dudes very very quickly and easily because of that. And it's just better than the assault rifle and like the submachine gun and anything else that you get early gameplay. Next is team play. So if you can, always try to matchmake in this game. As playing by yourself, you're going to be completing missions slower. Where if you're actually, and they actually fixed matchmaking, so you actually can get players in here if you throw down the SOS. So once you have 4 people in there, you'll complete the levels faster. You'll actually be able to explore the planet a lot quicker. And when you can, explore the planet quicker, that means you can get more medals, credits, and XP because you're completing these objectives quicker. Just as an example, on tier 3, and once you get to like level 9 or 10, you can complete a level 3 mission in around 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes with a team of 4. Where by yourself, if you go around and collect everything, it takes around a half hour. So it's almost double as fast with 4 people, which is pretty crazy. And you can get that time down a lot more if you actually have mics and can coordinate where to go. The next tip is don't be afraid to call down your supplies. When traveling around, you're going to find random ammo boxes on the planet, as well as stim packs and grenade packs. So these boxes will only refill the respected item that you pick them up for. So when you're closing holes and destroying the robot houses, you're going to need a lot of grenades. Then you're not always going to find the grenade packs. So it's best just to throw down the supplies. the supplies in the supply drop will resupply ammo, grenades, and stims. So this can make closing those holes a lot quicker and a lot easier if you don't have the stratagems that help also blow up the holes as well. Which then also leads on to tip 7. Usually early game, it's best to have someone be the supply stratagem person. So this could be either with the supply backpack or a grenade launcher. This is helpful because the supply backpack also acts as a supply drop where someone gets to carry it on their back, and they can either use it on themselves or on a teammate, which will still give you ammo, grenades, and stims. And then with the backpack, if you have any open slots when you call down a supply drop and the person with the backpack that has the open slot picks up one of the supplies, it'll actually give them the ammo and everything else, but also fill in that slot on the backpack. So if that person has a spot, it's best for them to pick it up and then give it to the person who wants it, because you basically get 2 for the price of 1 for the resupplies then. And then the grenade launcher is nice because that could be used to destroy holes or the houses as well from afar too, which is nice. And it's also a really good crowd control weapon. And it doesn't have that long of a respawn timer, and I believe you get 1 clip at the beginning. And if you upgrade a ship, it'll give you both clips when you spawn it in, which is very helpful. It can kill out a lot of the big dudes that have like the sacks on the back that like vomit on you, which is really annoying. The next tip number 8, is to always check areas of interest. You'll see there'll be a little question mark on the map when you're walking up close to them on your radar at the top of the screen. Or if you activate a radar tower, there'll be the diamonds around the map. Or sometimes there'll be even the question marks for the hives, because you will get samples from those as well. But if you visit the diamonds, you have a chance of getting medals, super credits, the normal credits that you can spend, and then also you could also get like ammo and weapons there as well. And if you ever go to a point of interest that's a shipping container, make sure to use an explosive on the door, as it will blow up that door and allow you to have access to get inside there, which could have any of those items as well. My next tip is to always have an orbital and or sentry stratagem to use. I feel like these work better early game compared to eagle strikes, as they'll deal more damage and have a bigger bang for your buck until you start getting some of the eagle strike ship upgrades. So orbitals can close the holes, and they also can kill heavy enemies, which is really nice. And then sentries are also great to have, as it's like having an extra player with you on the battlefield. So this can help take out waves of enemies. It's just having another gun around. The only thing to watch out with sentries is they will friendly fire you just like anything else. So while you're fighting these waves of enemies and whatnot, just don't stand in front of it, because it will blow you to pieces, and there's almost 0 reaction time you'll have to get out of its way. And then my 10th tip is, if you're looking to farm for samples, depending on which ones you're looking for, it's best to farm on tier 4, which is challenging. If you guys are looking for the rare samples, that's the best one, as with a team of 4, you can complete a mission in around 20 minutes. And while, walking around the planet, gathering around all the samples, usually it will net you around 20 green samples and around 10 of the orange samples. So that's really nice to do early on to get those ship upgrades, because they do stack once you start building them up. I believe they only work for you. So if someone has one of the ship upgrades and you don't, you won't get that benefit, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And also farming for these samples, it's a great way to build up your credits, your normal credits, to buy more stratagems as well, so you can have more things to use while you're running around. And then my last tip is a super credit farm. I believe this is probably going to get patched, because I don't think this is intended, as you can farm easily, depending on how lucky you get, easily around 100 credits to around 150 credits we've gotten one time in an hour. But the easiest way to do this is to get a group of 4 and start running tier 3. This is best once you're around like level 10 to 15, which if you're farming and just playing the game really shouldn't be that hard to get to. But the reason why I say that is just because you can get the guard dog laser backpack, which will always kill things, which is really nice. And if you're 15, you can get the arc thrower, so you never have to worry about ammo at that point. But with this, you just split up along the planet, complete all the points of interest, complete all the missions, and you'll usually always end with, around 18 samples or however many that are on the planet there, whichever one you're doing. But the reason why this is a great super credit farm is because any of the shipping containers, the two-person doors, or the ships that have the blinking yellow light, they will never have a rare sample in there like they would on tier 4. And for some reason on tier 3, there's not many weapons that spawn in these containers for some reason. So there's a high chance that you're either just going to get recreation credits or whatever they're called, just like the normal credits you can use, that you'll either get super credits or medals. In one mission that we played, we had 7 super credits drop and also 6 medals, plus the 2 medals that you get from completing the mission. That only took us 12 minutes to complete. So with that, 12-minute mission, we got 8 medals total technically, which is actually quite a bit for a tier 3. So if you are looking to farm some super credits, I advise doing this now, as I don't think this is intended, because that's around like $10 an hour technically if you think about purchasing these credits from the store, and I don't think they want us to have these be farmable. So I think this will probably get patched in the future, as this is a little bit broken. But with this, you should easily be able to get around 100 an hour, depending on luck. And if you can figure out a good stratagem combo, you could easily run through these missions. Even if you don't go and plug the nest, you could even complete them faster. If you just run around and get the points of interest in the main mission to go in and get out type thing. But those are all the tips that I have for early progress. If you guys follow these and go through this, you should easily be able to get up to tier 7. Tier 6 is currently bugged, but it's just a lot harder than anything else. So if you're having trouble completing tier 6, don't worry. I believe the devs have put out a note saying that they're looking to fix it because there's something like weird with the scaling that's going on right now. But you should easily be able to get up to and unlock tier 6, and then just keep playing the game and unlocking items so you can make it easier to kill bugs. And if you do hit level 20, make sure to buy that railgun, because that thing is overpowered as shit. So again, that's all I have for today. But please subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you guys have any other type of guides that you want to see on Helldivers 2, just let me know, and I will look into creating a video for it. Peace.